So the next module we're going to look at is a subscribe module. These are really, really popular. Nearly every website has one. They're a common request. So let's have a look. I love these actually. They're really simple to use. Now, if you don't go as far as knowing what a CRM is, then you're going to need to read up about that. So a CRM is somewhere that captures your email addresses. Example, GetResponse, MailChimp, MailerLite. So they catch the email address so that you can email market directly from that CRM. But there are other options, so let's have a look. So we're going to open Beaver Builder. Now, the problem with these little guys are once you click on them, they want some information, so you can't close them until you put that information in. So I'll show you. So now that we've opened it, we try and save it. It's going to say, hey, you didn't do anything. So make sure you got your information ready. Just going to close this in. These are from our smart headings, so I'm going to get rid of these. This is how you get rid of a module. Okay. So let's take a look. What kind of service do we want? So this is where we were discussing CRM. A lot of people are hooked up to MailerLite or MailChimp or GetResponse. Another option is email address. So I'm going to click email address because I don't have MailChimp or MailerLite. If you did, really easy to connect to. You would click on MailChimp. Whatever account name you set the account up with would have an API key. So inside your CRM, inside MailChimp or MailerLite or GetResponse, there'll be an API key. You're going to have to Google where it is. It's really simple to find. You paste it in here like that. This is someone else's from a previous setup. And then you click connect and it will automatically connect to that CRM. So it's really easy, nice and simple, already done. We're going to do email. I'm going to put in mine. So my account name. I'm going to use my email that I use for all the junk. Right. And then I'm going to connect. Now, type. Do we want it fixed at the bottom? Do we want it to scroll in? We'll have a look at that in a sec. We're going to finish setting it up. So, do you want it to show content? If you click yes, okay, so if we watch this guy here, click no, don't want any content, yes, then we're going to click on the content tab. So we might want it to say subscribe to get your free PDF. Bad example, but there you go. Okay, so you can add content there. You don't want it, you can turn it off. The beauty of it is, if you turn it back on, it's still there. So there he is there. I'm going to leave it there. Scrolling down, form structure. Layout. Okay, so this is stacked because you've got name and then you've got email address. If you go inline, it all puts itself across like that. It gets a little squishy, so it's up to you. Compact I haven't actually clicked on before. Let's have a look. Okay, so compact is probably not much difference between that and stacked. Oh yes, there is. Okay, so you got stacked, got inline, and then you got compact. I'm going to go back to, I'm actually going to leave it on compact. Do you want a name field? Yes. You don't want it hide, you might only want an email address. I'm going to put the name field back so you can just turn these off. Do you want a checkbox show? I accept the terms and conditions. Not really necessary for a subscribe form, although you could put under there, I think, what is it called? Yes, I opt in for future emails is a good one, because I believe you do need permission. So that's a good one. Then we go down to labels and placeholder. So input labels are these guys in here, so that people know what information to put in what side box. I never touch them because technically speaking, they're already set up. So see how you got name here. So if we change this, for example, to test, and you can see that it's changed. It was set up fine before. Like I said in a previous video, most of the generic settings are good to go. And footer, I would say, be some footer content. If you're not sure, just put something random and see what happens. Okay, so that's some content for underneath. I'm going to go back down to footer and I'm going to remove that. Success. Thank you for subscribing. Please check your email for future instructions. So that can be whatever is relevant to whatever you're getting them to sign up for. A redirect is they sign up and then you want them to go to a new page. So what you would have to do is have the link of that page already set up. So let's just pull up a Facebook page as an example of getting that to work. I'll connect it to my Facebook page. I'm going to grab that. I wouldn't be using them as a redirect off the website, but just for kicks, we'll add this redirect. Paste. We'll save. Then we'll publish. And then we'll put my name. Yes, I opt in for Gmail, subscribe. And now it's redirecting to Facebook. You don't really want to drive traffic off your website, so let's just go back. Open Beaver Builder. And remove the redirect. It might be handy for redirecting to somewhere else on the website. So we're going to go back to message. Styling, as I said in a previous video, is anything in relation to color, padding, backgrounds. You can add a background image. Let's grab an image as an example. As soon as you open these tabs up, all the information pops up so you can add it. So we open it, select a video, grab an image, let's grab this guy. So now you've got an image. Personally, wouldn't really use it. I'm going to turn it off and go back to color. At the moment, the background color is white. We could go and grab a color from your presets. Blue, which is really ugly. Bring it down like that. And then border. Okay. General, solid. Link all the boxes like that. Put a 1 in here. Let's get the color, let's say black. And now you've got a box around your subscribe box. Oh, my subscribe box looks very ugly. Inputs. Now it's important that so how does this work? This is on a light background currently, so the text color is black. So if we save this and publish, what will happen is if we start typing, you can see the text is black, right? Now, if this is on a black background or the impact color was black, then you'd want this to be set to white. Personally, I wouldn't touch it unless you've got a black background. So let's make the background black and see the difference. Okay, so now it's black, so obviously the black font's not going to show up. So you're going to want to change your text to white. Okay, like that. And at any point, if you want to go back to your generic settings, just click here and click here. I don't generally touch any of these settings. You know, as a web designer, I've got a lot to do. If I went in and out of every setting, it would drive me nuts. Personally, I don't think you need to go in and out of any of these settings. And then you've got your advanced tab and your button. So your button's good for styling with your style guide of your website. So you can add an icon. So we'll go into the image icon and we'll grab an icon. So now we've got a little icon. Going to make the icon a little bit bigger. Do I want it before or after the text? Completely up to you. Now we're at the color. Remember that we're in the button section. We're on the button tab. So anything in relation to colors in relation to the button. So we come here and we click red. We've now got a red button. I'm not going to get into the colors too much because it comes down to personal preference. Style, do I want a gradient color? Then you've got to go back up and play around with your colors up here. Transition, enable, disable. Honestly, not unsure what that's in relation to. I never touch it. And then if you wanted to put an outline around the outside of the button individually, you could come in here, go to solid, pick a dark color. And now you've got an outside line, which looks nice. Then if we come back to your What's on structure? So structure is padding, usually what's happening around the button. So if we put in 50, for example, so we know what's going on, you can now see that it's in relation to padding around the button. I'm going to go back to 10. Click on your 3 dots. Typography, like I said, I only really touch it in a smart heading. Outside of a smart heading, I never touch it because it's controlled globally. And then you've got advanced. Like I said, the only 2 settings would be, if we grabbed another subscribe form, for example, drop it in here. It's got all the generic settings. We come back up here. This is where it's annoying because it always wants, I'm going to go email, the email address, Tracy, I'm already set up in there, save. So now that I can open this guy. So if you did like the styling, which looks really ugly at the moment, come over, go to your 3 dots, go to your advanced tab. I want every setting that's in there, so I'm going to do copy style. I'm going to click on here, scroll down, paste, import. Now they're identical. Now, if you wanted to subscribe on every page, then refer to the saving rows and saving modules video, and that will tell you how to style one, how to save it, and how to drop it on another page. So that is a subscribe